you guys, it's Brittany and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to do the ultrasound findings and the trisomy 18 diagnosis that we received, and just kind of give you guys a bunch of information from that. If you are new to my channel and this is your first time seeing any of my videos, my name is Brittany and I was 19 weeks and 3 days pregnant, and we had an induction, and now we have the most beautiful angel in the world. And yes, our baby was diagnosed with trisomy 18. I'm gonna try really hard to get through this video without getting too emotional. I've tried to film this video several times and I just couldn't keep it together, and I'm just gonna do it. If I cry, I cry. I mean, it's obviously understandable, and I hope I don't make any of you feel too uncomfortable, but this is just how I'm feeling and this is my life, so I'm going to just go over everything. I'm not going to talk about the induction in this video. I am going to do a separate video on that, so in case you're wondering, but yes, we did get induced, so I am currently no longer pregnant. I just quickly want to say to all of you that have been there through through the beginning with us, that, and just all of you in general who have commented. I read all of your Twitter message, your tweets. I've read the Instagram, like the private messages, the direct messages. Some of you have messaged me on Facebook. Some of you have messaged me on actual YouTube, like private messaging. I've read all of your comments, and I want to know, I haven't responded to all of you, but I just want you to know that it means so much to my husband and I. I was truly touched, and I was really nervous to put this information out there because I didn't. You're already nervous as it is because you don't know what the heck you're going to do with this information. And then, you know, it's like, is my family going to judge me? Are my friends going to judge me? What are they going to think? What are they going to say? So to put it out there into the whole internet where millions of people could potentially watch your video, it's very nerve-wracking to know what kind of response you're going to get. And overall, I got a very positive response, a very understanding and supportive response. So I want to thank all of you for your love and support through this difficult, tragic time. I mean, I was blown away, and I love you guys so much, and it really meant a lot, and I just really want to thank you guys, and it really means a lot to me. So thank you, because this has been so hard for me. I try to stay positive because I'm typically a positive, bubbly, outgoing person, and I've been faking it. You know, fake it till you make it. I've been trying to put on a fake happy face, and it's really hard. Inside I'm dying, I feel like. But okay, let's get into this video. I really want to get through this video as quickly as possible. I'm sweating and I am all kinds of emotional, but so yeah, let's just get in. So July 24th was the day that we had our anatomy scan and our ultrasound. I was 16 weeks pregnant when we went for that ultrasound, and we went early. Typically you go at 20 weeks. We went early because at our normal doctor's appointment, our doctor thought that she had saw fluid. So because she thought that she saw fluid, she wanted us to get the scan early just to be safe. And so we went to that ultrasound, and the doctor had came in and said, you know, do you know why you're here? And I said, yes, we're here for, you know, the anatomy scan, to find out the gender. And she said, well, do you know why else you're here? And I was like, well, yes, my doctor thought that she saw fluid, but I don't know really what that means. But, and she said, yes, and I'm really glad that your doctor did send you to see us earlier because I have something to tell you and it's not good. So right then when she said that, I just like sunk. Like, I was just so upset. I was also already upset because they couldn't tell us the gender of the baby. They told that, like, as soon as we got there, they told us, like, we're not going to be able to tell you the gender of the baby. So that kind of sucked because that night we had planned a gender reveal party. Like, our best friends were going to do a gender reveal party for us. So we were like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, we have a gender party tonight. And on the phone, they had told me that they would tell us the gender. But, I mean, that's really not the big issue. But obviously, as soon as we got there, that's like, I just felt like, great, the day's ruined. But, oh no, it's about to get worse. Also, just quickly here, I had mentioned it in vlogs, in some of the vlogs, like when we first found out we were pregnant, but I just have always had this sinking feeling, mother's intuition, they say, that something was going to be wrong with this pregnancy. I just was so scared to lose this baby. Like, I told my husband, like, I have this awful feeling like we're not going to get to keep our baby, and I don't know why. And he would always be like, babe, stop talking like that. Why are you talking like that? I'm like, I don't know. I just have this feeling, like something in the back of my head, and I just can't shake it. And I don't know. It's really weird how mother's intuition, look what happened. So anyways, let me get into the most difficult part of the video. So she says she's going to start with the top and work her way down and tell us all of their ultrasound findings. So the first thing was the brain. That on the right side of the brain, there was a tumor that took up the whole right side of the brain. So obviously it was a big tumor. Also, there was fluid in the brain and in the neck. The eyes were very close together. I don't know how far apart your eyes are supposed to be, but our baby's eyes were very close together where it was abnormal. The nose wasn't fully developed. The chin was extremely small. The baby's hands were clenched, which means they were like fists, which is typically like one of the #1 signs, I guess, for doctors or ultrasound technicians to say trisomy 18. But also moving on to the heart, the left side of the heart wasn't developed, so it was missing. It only had like the right side. Our baby did have a heartbeat, but it only had the right part of the heart. It didn't have the left. And moving down to like the stomach, our baby's intestines were actually growing outside of the body. The intestines were actually growing into the umbilical cord. And then also our baby was only in the 4th percentile for weight and growth. So our baby was extremely small and our baby was not developing properly. I mean, obviously 4th percentile, you don't hear that normally. You hear like 60, 70, 80, 90. I mean, but 4th percentile, yeah. So with all of that, she gave us all that information, and then she said, your child is incompatible with life. And I just remember being like, what do you mean incompatible with life? She said that our baby, with all of the findings, with everything, if we even made it to full term, if we even wanted to keep this pregnancy and try to carry on to full term, because most trisomy 18 pregnancies don't make it to full term. Unfortunately, usually they pass in utero in like 2nd or 3rd trimester. But she says even if we were able to make it full term and deliver the baby successfully, our baby would only probably live for the first hour. And it was just like, so my baby's gonna die? Like, literally, I was just like, there's no fixing this. We can't fix this problem. And she said that she's pretty sure that our baby has trisomy 18, which is a genetic disorder, and, you know, there's no fixing that. And, you know, we did meet with a geneticist that day as well. There's a geneticist in the same ultrasound facility office. So we met with the geneticist, and she really explained trisomy 18 to us, which is also called Edwards syndrome. And if you don't know what trisomy 18 is, because I had no idea, but it's when you have an extra copy of your 18th chromosome. So instead of 2 18 chromosomes, our baby had 3. So tri for 3, trisomy 18. And it's a severe genetic disorder. It's not really talked about much. There's and it's pretty devastating, actually, when you do research on it. I'm not going to go fully into like what is trisomy 18 or stuff like that, just because I don't really fully know everything. I did my research, you know, to the best that I could, also with the geneticist. She was great with everything, but she pretty much explained everything to us. I did do research also on my own. And the only way, because she couldn't tell us and our doctor couldn't tell us for sure, yes, you have trisomy 18. The only way to get a for sure answer is by doing a genetic test. And I believe it's called amniotesis or amniotosis. But it's where they take a needle into your stomach and they pull out the amniotic fluid, which will have the baby's cells, because the baby does shed cells when they're in utero. So with those cells, they could do a DNA genetic profile, and that would be the only for sure way to find out if our baby does have trisomy 18. So we did decide to go ahead and do that because we wanted a for sure answer. We wanted to know, like, does our baby have this, yes or no? And so we actually did that the same day as our ultrasound appointment. And that does hurt, by the way. It does not feel good. It took us 2 weeks to get the results. We tried to do like the sped up way, where you can find out the results in 3 days. They don't do the full genetic profile in 3 days, but they can tell you if the baby has trisomy 18, I think, and the trisomy 13, I think another one. But they didn't get enough of the cells to do like a 3-day, like the 3-day test, and they needed to keep everything they had to do the full like 2-week genetic profile. We ended up getting our results on a Friday, and the geneticist did call us and tell us that it is confirmed our baby does have trisomy 18. She also found another problem in our baby's profile. She found out that our baby has an imbalanced translocation. And I'm gonna try to explain this the best way that I can. I'm not a geneticist, and it was hard to understand it to begin with for me. But basically, so, you know, you have 2 18 chromosomes, you're supposed to, right? Our baby, trisomy 18, which means it has an extra, right? So this little guy is the extra one causing all of the problems. So translocation means that this extra chromosome is actually attached to another chromosome, not the 18th chromosomes, it's attached to another one. And our baby's was actually attached to the 13th chromosome. So not only did our baby have an extra 18 chromosome, it was also attached to another group of chromosomes, if that makes sense. She did say with that imbalanced translocation, that is typically hereditary, meaning it came from Edam or myself. So she was saying that we would need to, if we wanted to, it's obviously not like mandatory, but if you wanted to, we both could get our genetic testing done to find out if we have balanced translocation. So with balanced translocation means we have all of our 23 chromosomes, we don't have any extra, we have all of our 23 chromosomes, it's just that our one set of chromosomes are attached to another set of chromosomes. And she says, you know, we're still obviously functioning quote unquote normal human beings, like we don't have any like you know, issues like health or anything like that. But that if one of us did have this balanced translocation, there is a chance, a 50% chance, that we would have this happen again if we got pregnant. So meaning we have a 50% chance of us having another trisomy 18 baby. So which would mean like our daughter Alondra is like a miracle baby that she didn't have it. So that honestly was like a punch to the gut, because I was just like, God, how much more bad news can we get? You know what I mean? It's just like, just keep kicking us while we're down. So that was really upsetting to get. Not only did we just get the trisomy 18 diagnosis, we also got this other thing, and that there could be a problem with us. And then she told us that, you know, she's not going to go into it fully on the phone because it's a lot to process already. But if we did have balanced translocation, you know, we could do IVF, we could adopt. Those would be like other options to still grow our family. But we didn't really get into that too much just because it was a lot of information and I needed to process. I did ask her the sex of our baby, and she told us, and I was right, and that baking soda test was correct. So if you've been watching my vlogs, my videos, I've been saying since day one, I know this is a boy. I have a feeling it's a boy. And so, yes. We had a beautiful baby boy, and we named him Edam, so after his daddy, so it's just no middle name, just Edam. We're calling him Edamcito, is his little nickname, and it's like I have that engraved on the urn, Edamcito. Whenever we talk about him, we always say Edamcito because, you know, this is so cute little baby. So yeah, that is his name. And so that was also kind of hard to swallow as well, because it's like, you know, I wanted a girl and a boy, and so that's what we, you know, we have that, but it was just bittersweet, you know, I don't know how to explain it, it was just kind of bittersweet. But so anyways, she did confirm that, and then from there, once we got the diagnosis, we had to speak with another, I don't even know what, another office, like another department of the hospital, to decide what we were going to do, either a D&E, which is a dilation and evacuation, or induction, or continue to carry on. And just in case you're wondering about the genetic testing, yes, we did get the genetic testing done. We actually went a week after I was induced and gave birth. So we went a week after back to the geneticist. We did the genetic testing. I forget how long it took for the results to come in. I think it was 2 weeks as well. And finally, good news, we don't have balanced translocation, which she didn't say. The translocation is 100% hereditary. There is a chance that it's hereditary. That's why we got tested, because we wanted to know, do we have balanced translocation? Because we do want to continue our family, and if we have it, well, we're gonna have to do IVF, because I don't want to take a 50% chance that this would happen again if we just went the normal birth route. So, but finally, good news, we don't have balanced translocation. Our genetic profiles are what they should be. So that is a relief to know that when we decide to start our family, to keep growing our family, we already have our family, but to grow our family again, we should not have this issue again. She did say we have like a 1% chance of having this happen again. But when if I do get pregnant at 10 weeks, I can actually get a special genetic testing done. It's just a blood test to see if the baby's gonna have anything wrong or have like the trisomy 18 again. So that's optional. We don't have to, but since we've already had it once, we get the option to do that that extra test. But so yeah, basically I'm just gonna end it here, because then the next part would be going into induction, because we literally got our results on a Friday, and then not the next week, but the week after is when we got induced. So pretty quickly it happened. So I'm just gonna end it here. I am gonna do a separate induction video going over how that went and the process, and just more information and stuff like that. So I hope you guys, I guess, and that feels weird to say, I hope you enjoyed this video, because I definitely did not enjoy doing it, but I feel like it was a little bit therapeutic to put it out there. And if I can help someone, I want to help someone in any way, that if you're going through the same thing I'm going through, you're not alone. And yeah, I get ya. So please, I just ask that you guys continue to be supportive of us during this time, and I just truly appreciate y'all so much, and I love y'all so much. I know a lot of you have been asking when we're going to start vlogging again. We are going to start vlogging again. I just don't know when. I am currently still out on leave. So I don't really do a lot. I feel like the exciting stuff that I've done, like the Disney when we went and the apple picking, I vlogged and I put them up for you guys. So I don't want to say I'm going to start vlogging on this day and then I don't do it. But I do have a lot more videos planned coming out. So be on the lookout for more videos coming out for sure. And then definitely more vlogs. I'm going to film, obviously, like Halloween. We plan to go to a pumpkin patch. I'm going to vlog that. But like the daily vlogging, like every single day, I don't know when that's going to start again. But just try to bear with me and just be patient, because, we've just gone through a lot. So I love you guys so much. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys.